Hey guys, we are in Mark chapter 9, looking at the very end of this chapter, starting verse 42. We'll read through verse 50 today. Lots of things are going on in this, and so I kind of want to hone in on just a couple of things. First of all, this is part of what we might call one of those Markan sandwiches. Uh, Yesterday, you heard kind of the cream of, or the meat of that sandwich there, but before that, you heard some teaching from Jesus talking about coming to Him or coming in faith like a child, or the faith of a little one. Well, He resumes the idea of children and coming to Jesus in this passage as well, starting with verse 42. And just want to talk about it. He just says if anyone causes a child like this to stumble, then it's better for him to have a millstone tied around his neck and thrown into the ocean. And this passage really becomes about hell, which is something that we're not entirely comfortable talking about anymore. I read something that said that 1 out of every 4 Americans do not believe in hell, and 1 out of every 10 aren't sure if there is one. And I want you to just kind of think about that a little bit. Thinking about hell is not a fun thing. There's all kinds of teachings with this, but I want you to kind of remove media from our concept of hell and really hone in on what the scriptures actually say about it. And the reality is, if there's no hell, there's really not a reason for us to preach heaven, or there's really not a reason for us to preach the gospel at all, because the gospel, the essence of it is a saving from hell, from what our morality deserves. And so I want you to think about the reality of that, because the reality of hell moves us to a reality of heaven. And then this idea of kids and causing one to stumble, and how that injures not just their faith but our faith as well. I want you to consider how our culture, really not just in the United States but in the world, is very child-centric. Like, my calendar almost revolves around what's going on with kids' activities and some of the things that we're trying to do with them. Churches, the healthy churches really thrive in things that are family and kids ministry oriented. And so I don't want you to worry about whether that's right or wrong or anything like that. That's just kind of where we're at, and it's like that worldwide. The other day, we are preparing to get a new puppy, and so we are picking up some new things, and my kids are thrilled about this. And my 8-year-old is so excited about this that when we went to go purchase the food that we're going to need, we purchased a rather large bag. She wanted to carry it. And so I put it in her arms, and she was dead set on carrying this large bag all the way to the car. After we paid, all the way to the car. Of course, she wants Dad to pay for it, but she wants to carry this. And she soon realized that she wasn't able to carry this. And I told her, I said, you know, some things Dad is just meant to carry. And I think that's true with knowledge, that there are some things that our kids just aren't ready to carry, and that they need to rely on Dad or Mom or whatever to carry that, because we are able and we are capable of doing that. And I think we got to decide that with certain things of faith, that with faith, our faith gets increased with knowledge. But knowledge in the wrong timing causes one to stumble. The Bible is very unabashedly unashamed of faith in families. Is the first institution, family, the nuclear family, is the first institution at the beginning of the Bible that gets attacked. Husband and wife. Then the next one is brother and brother. And families are constantly bombarded, and I think that's something we need to consider when we're considering the attacks of the enemy, the attacks of hell. And so today I want you to think about, how is it in your life that potentially you're causing young ones to stumble, and what can you do about it? And also, what's a way that I could increase the strength of the faith of family? Read that passage, let that bounce in your head, and I hope you have a blessed day.